Why do some people consistently win every argument, even when logic is not on their side? What hidden levers of the mind are they pulling? Today, we uncover the psychology of persuasion, ancient wisdom from Aristotle to modern science, to reveal the subconscious tactics that tip the scales in any debate. We'll fuse the wisdom of history's greatest thinkers with modern science to transform the way you argue, influence, and connect on both conscious and subconscious levels. As Aristotle proclaimed over 2 millennia ago, rhetoric is the art of finding all the available means of persuasion. And today, we'll explore how his triad, ethos, pathos, logos, still underpins every successful appeal. But we won't stop there. We'll journey through Spinoza's revelation that emotion and thought are inseparable, Damasio's neuroscientific proof that feelings guide reason, Nietzsche's will to power, Kant's moral universals, Socratic dialogue, Hegel's dialectic, and Cialdini's 6 principles of influence. By the end, you'll wield a unified framework that speaks directly to both mind and heart. Aristotle taught that credibility, ethos, is the foundation of persuasion. To build it, you must demonstrate expertise and goodwill. Draw on Immanuel Kant's insistence on moral integrity. If your argument aligns with the universalizable principle, you become not only credible, but ethically unassailable. Show your audience that you practice what you preach. As Kant's categorical imperative demands actions we could will as universal law. This moral undergirding transforms persuasion into an act of shared principle rather than mere rhetoric. Next, Aristotle's pathos invites us into the realm David Hume described, where emotion drives belief more than reason ever could. Yet Spinoza reminds us in ethics that passion and cognition are 2 sides of the same coin. We'll weave evocative anecdotes, stories of real triumph and loss, to stir hope, fear, or empathy. As Antonio Damasio's research in Descartes' era reveals, rational argument alone is hollow. You must speak to the limbic system. That's why we match every logical claim with a carefully chosen emotional cue, a metaphor, a poignant image, or a brief, vivid scenario that lodges itself beneath the audience's awareness. Then comes logos, clear, logical structure. Channel René Descartes' clarity and methodical doubt. Present premises that feel self-evident, lead seamlessly from point to point, and anticipate objections. Employ the precision of Aristotle's syllogism, breaking your argument into universally accepted premises that inexorably result in your conclusion. Yet even here, remember Nietzsche's critique, and beyond good and evil, that any truth we accept is shaped by deeper drives. So pair each logical step with a nod to human values, framing every inference as an opportunity for self-affirmation. We now enter Nietzsche's terrain, persuasion as an expression of the will to power. But this is not ruthless manipulation. It's about aligning your message with the audience's desire for mastery and growth. Position your proposal as the pathway to their self-empowerment, awakening that Nietzschean flame of becoming. Balance this with Kantian respect. Never treat listeners merely as means to your end, but as autonomous ends themselves. This fusion taps into primal drives while honoring modern ethical standards. To cement your case, adopt Socrates' dialectical style. Ask leading questions that guide people to your conclusion, making them feel the insight arises from their own reasoning. Then, echo Hegel's dialectic. Present the status quo thesis. Fairly articulate the common objections, antithesis, and reveal your argument as the higher synthesis. This march through contradiction creates the sense that your perspective is not forced, but discovered, an outcome of the mind's natural resolution process described in the Phenomenology of Spirit. Finally, Robert Cialdini distilled 6 powerful levers of influence: reciprocity, scarcity, authority, consistency, liking, and consensus. We'll map each onto our philosophical scaffold. Reciprocity. Echo Confucius, do unto others by offering genuine value first. Scarcity. Invoke Spinoza's insight into desire by highlighting unique, limited opportunities. Authority. Cite experts, Aristotle, Kant, Nietzsche, to lend weight. Consistency. Build on small commitments, engaging Descartes' self-reflection. Liking. Create rapport through shared values, leveraging Aristotle's emphasis on goodwill. Consensus. Showcase Hume's social norms. People follow the crowd even when they think they decide for themselves. By interweaving ethos, pathos, logos, the will to power, dialectic, and Cialdini's principles, and citing our intellectual giants by name, you'll deliver arguments that resonate across every level of the human psyche. Your closing appeal should mirror the structure. Remind your audience of your shared credibility. Aristotle, Kant. Reignite the emotions you stirred. Hume, Damasio. Recap the logical ascent, Descartes. Frame the choice as their own act of empowerment, Nietzsche. Resolve any residual tensions, Socrates, Hegel, and seal it with social proof, Cialdini. Invite them not only to agree, but to act. Will you join this journey of enlightened persuasion? Will you step forward and shape your world with both heart and mind? Now it's your turn. Apply these timeless tactics and watch as arguments transform into genuine alignment of will, emotion, and reason.